don't run nothing. You don't run nothing.
That's the sound of community activists clashing with a local grocery store owner during this protest, calling for that store to be shut down. Claims of expired meat and rotten fruit on the store shelves sparking all this.
News 3's Gabby Hart has new photos and explains this is not the group's first time clashing with the store over this issue.
At this point, he's a threat to our community.
On Tuesday evening, community activist Minister Stretch Sanders held a protest at Fresh and Less on West Owens Avenue, calling for the store to be shut down. This comes after customers have complained of expired meat and bad produce.
Of recent pictures of bad meat and fruit and vegetables, and at this point, it's just a slap in our faces.
This isn't the first run-in Minister Stretch has had with Fresh and Less. Back in July, he and his group New Era Las Vegas stormed the store and found freezer burnt and expired meat on the shelves. The store owner agreed to work with them to make changes. He even spoke with News 3 back then and admitted that improvements needed to be made. But after new reports of the same issue, Sanders has had enough.
Before you knock down the door, twist the knob. I know back in July it may have looked like we just knocked the door down because we stormed in, but really, we was trying to boycott then. We called the boycott off. We had several meetings. He promised that he would make changes and keep changes. Once we show up on the scene, he's closed. Immediately, we might as well cut the lights off.
But it seems Fresh and Less decided to close their doors before the group showed up. We arrived to the store before the protest around 7 p.m. Since the owner talked to us before, we tried to get his side again.
The store's closed?
Yeah.
It says here you close at 9 p.m. Not today? Is it because of what's being planned here, the protest? Hi, Rick, how are you? Good. Are you guys closing early because of the protest? Yes? Okay. So you guys are closing early because of the protest? And he just told them to close the doors on me. So he doesn't look like he's going to speak with us.
When protesters arrived, the owner called police, and then he came out to talk.
We don't want you in our community. And this group you
This is my community.
This is not your community.
Police eventually made the group take their protest to the sidewalk and off the property.
He shut down whether he know it or not. He don't know who he playing with. He playing with the wrong one.
If I went to your neighborhood.
Bakery at Fresh and Less Market on Owens and J Street for a multi-generational cockroach infestation on December 16th. Roaches were crawling on walls next to open containers of icing and clean cookie sheets. They were also inside the in-use sanitizer bucket. When roaches are seeking solace in the sanitizer, you know things are bad. Conditions inviting to pests in the bakery included excessive old food on containers, floors, and equipment, heavy grease, food, and standing water in the floor drain, a missing ceiling tile, and holes in walls. There were also 12 containers of expired milk and half in the cooler, several dated back to March of 2020. Cartons of eggs, boxes of beef feet, packaged bags of beef, and packages of fish had to be thrown out due to unsafe temperatures. There was an open bucket of icing on the floor and uncovered cakes at risk of contamination. Open bags of raw chicken, beef, fish, and imitation crab were sitting together in the same box. All had to be thrown out. And there was no soap at the only available hand sink, and wiping cloths were black with dirt. Fresh and Less's bakery was re-inspected December 18th and got a 0 demerit A grade. We were unable to reach anyone for comment.